Good evening. It is Wednesday, September 21st, 2022, and welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board voting meeting. We have 14 items on this portion of the meeting, and right after the voting meeting, we're going to have our work session where there are 4 items. I call this meeting to order, and I ask our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to please call an attendance roll.
Councilman Baranowski?
Here.
Councilman Lombardi?
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough is absent. Councilman Shannell?
Here.
Supervisor Kazari?
Here. If everyone would please rise and face the flag, Councilman Shannell is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to take a moment of silence to remember those serving overseas to defend our freedom, and to remember all our first responders who are here and not here with us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we're going to open up with public comments. If there's a resident or business owner that would like to come up to the microphone. Okay, seeing as how no one wishes to address the board at this time, we'll move on to the first item is, can I get a motion to accept the minutes from August 3rd, 17th, and 17th, and September 7th?
Second.
Lombardi, seconded by Baranowski and Shannell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Our first resolution is authorizing attendance to a seminar. Councilman Lombardi, please.
Resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes Town of Carmel Fire Inspector Joe Wilichowski to attend the 2022 Capital District Conference, Albany, New York, from October 3rd through October 5th, 2022. And be it further resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel authorizes payment of reasonable and necessary expenses incurred with connection therewith upon audit. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannell. Can we get a roll call vote?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 1 passed. Resolution number 2 is a resolution authorizing attendance to a seminar. Councilman Shannell, please.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes Glenn Drosy, Town Assessor, to attend the 2022 New York State Association of Assessors Fall Conference, Lake George, New York, from September 18, 2022 through September 21st, 2022. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel authorizes payment of reasonable and necessary expenses incurred in connection therewith upon audit. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we have a roll call on that, too?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 2 passed. The third resolution is a resolution waiving the notice requirement in Section 64 of the New York State ABC law that with respect to a liquor license for Dana's Diner. Whereas the representatives and/or proprietors of Dana's Diner, 565 Route 6, Suite 4, Mahopac, New York, have advised of the intention to apply for an on-premises liquor license for which 30 days advance notice of such application must be sent to the municipalities, and whereas the notice required by Article 5 of the ABC law may be waived by the town board, and whereas the Town of Carmel Town Board does not intend to comment upon the application referred to herein, now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby waives the 30-day notice requirement contained in Article 5 of the Alcohol and Beverage Control Law, and states that it does not intend to offer any comments regarding said application for a liquor license at the premises referred to herein, and be it further resolved that the Town Clerk Ann Spofford is hereby authorized to sign a waiver of said notice on behalf of the Town Board. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution number 3 passed. Number 4 is a resolution appointing counsel certiorari litigation. Councilman Baranowski, please.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints John B. Cherico, 312 Battle Avenue, White Plains, New York, as counsel for the Town of Carmel in the matter known as 1875 Route 6 LLC versus the Town of Carmel and pending in Putnam County Supreme Court under index number 5007-962022, and be it further resolved that said services are hereby authorized at a rate of $300 per hour. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we get a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 4 passed. Resolution number 5 is a resolution acknowledging emergency repairs service for Carmel Water and Sewer District. This is in Carmel Water District number 3. We voted on this, or we spoke about this at the last work session. This is a lightning strike. It should be covered by insurance, some of it. Councilman Lombardi?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various water and sewer districts of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., hereby acknowledges the emergency performance of water and sewer district collection system, distribution system, and treatment facility repairs as fully detailed in the invoices attached hereto and made part thereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannon. If we can get a roll call vote?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Resolution 5 passed. Resolution number 6 is a resolution accepting proposal for engineering services Carmel Water Districts number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12. Councilman Shannon?
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of Carmel Water Districts number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12, and pursuant to the direction of the Putnam County Health Department, previously authorized an investigation into the presence of PFOA/PFOS compounds within water districts number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12, their boundaries, water treatment plant facilities, and/or distribution systems, and now, therefore, therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., and acting as commissioners of Carmel Water Districts number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12, hereby accepts the proposal of J. Robert Fulchetti and Associates, LLC, Brewster, New York, to develop and provide the best available treatment plan for Carmel Water District numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12, to provide safe drinking water to the district residents in accordance with the terms of the proposal dated August 12, 2022, as attached hereto and made a part hereof, at a cost not to exceed $17,500 per district. And be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is hereby authorized to execute any and all documentation reasonably necessary to effectuate the authorized hereunder, and be it resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget modifications required in connection with this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we get a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 6 passed. So that has to do with the contamination and the testing that goes on at the water plant. Our engineer had to respond back in April to the health department, and subsequently, the health department is acting as to what DEC, New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, is directing them to do. So we had 6 months to get a facilities plan, a proposal for a facilities plan, and then we've got 12 months from this date, I believe, to have a solution to how we're going to solve the PFOA contamination. So just so you know what's going on with that. Number 7 is resolution authorizing award of bid for the purchase of road salt, Town of Carmel Highway Department. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Town of Carmel Highway Superintendent Michael Simone, hereby authorize the awarding of bid for the purchase of road salt for the period of September 1st, 2022 through August 31st, 2023 from Morton Salt, Inc., under New York State Office of General Services Group Number 01800, Award Number 23248, Contract Number PC 69477, at the unit prices set forth therein. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. I think we need a roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 7 passed. Resolution number 8, resolution adopting the 2021 Service Award Annual Reports for Carmel Ambulance District Number 1. Councilman Baranowski.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of Carmel Ambulance District Number 1, hereby accepts the 2021 Length of Service Award Program Annual Report for Carmel Ambulance District Number 1 as prepared by Penflex, Inc., a copy of which is on file in the office of the Town Supervisor. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution number 8 passed. Resolution number 9 is resolution adopting the 2021 Service Award Annual Reports for Carmel Fire Protection District Number 1. Councilman Lombardi.
Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of Fire Protection District Number 1, hereby accepts the 2021 Length of Service Award Program Annual Report for Carmel Fire Protection District Number 1, as prepared by Penflex, Inc., a copy of which is on file in the office of the Town Supervisor. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
All those in, seconded by Channel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution number 9 passed. So Carmel Fire Protection Number 1, that is Mahopac Falls Fire Department. Resolution number 10 is resolution adopting the 2021 Service Award Annual Reports for Carmel Fire Protection District Number 2. Councilman Channel.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of Carmel Fire Protection District Number 2, hereby accepts the 2021 Length of Service Award Program Annual Report of Carmel Fire Protection District Number 2, as prepared by Penflex, Inc., a copy of which is on file in the office of the Town Supervisor. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution number 10 passed. And Fire Protection Number 2 is the Mahopac Fire District. Resolution number 11 is resolution for advancement of government fund monies as temporary loan from general fund to Carmel Water District Number 7. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, pursuant to Town Law 209-B, hereby authorizes the temporary advancement of cash from the general fund to Carmel Water District Number 7 at a maximum amount not to exceed $100,000 to be repaid with the periodic interest rate when revenue sources or debt proceeds are received. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski and Lombardi. We have a roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 11 passed. That District Number 7, if you remember from when Comptroller Mary Maxwell was here last week speaking about it, they are behind about $50,000. There was problems with the water during the drought. They had to get tanker trucks, and they need money to make it through their operations until the end of the year. Resolution number 12 is resolution authorizing amendment to contract C-271. Councilman Baranowski, could you?
Certainly. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various sewer districts within the town of Carmel, hereby authorizes amendment of the existing sludge hauling contract with Wind River Environmental, Vernon, New Jersey, for sludge hauling services within Carmel Sewer Districts 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And be it further resolved that said amendment shall be effective September 1, 2022, through and including conclusion of the contract period of June 30, 2023, and shall be at a price per gallon of 0.157 from September 1, 2022 through September 30, 2022, 0.167 from October 1, 2022 through October 31, 2022, and 0.177 from November 1, 2022 through and including June 30, 2023. And be it further resolved that Town Supervisor Michael S. Kazari is hereby authorized to sign any and all documentation necessary to effect the amendment authorized upon the terms set forth herein. I authorize this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Shannell. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, Resolution 12 passed. Those increases are being passed on to us for various reasons. You know, everyone, I think, knows all the increases with diesel and everything, besides the increases in the sludge. Number 13 is a resolution authorizing Highway Superintendent to proceed with the purchase of 2 vehicles. Councilman Lombardi?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes Town of Carmel Highway Superintendent Michael Simoni to proceed with the purchase of 2 2024 International 4x4 HV 507 cab and chassis together with Tenco dump body, plow, and sander from Allegiance Trucks, Hudson, New York, at an aggregate cost not to exceed $303,742.38 under Onondaga County Number 89906 statewide piggyback bid pursuant to General Municipal Law 103, subsection 16. And be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign any necessary documentation to purchase said vehicles from Allegiance Trucks in accordance with the bid contract quotes from August 31, 2022. And be it further resolved, the Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget revisions to effect the aforesaid purchase transaction authorized herein. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannell. Can we have a roll call vote for this?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, Resolution 13 passed. Resolution 14,
Supervisor, I just want, if you could remind the public, when we spoke about this last week, this money is already in our budget, so we will not be borrowing for these. We will be paying for them outright.
thank you, very good
In light
point.
of the interest rates going up today,
All right.
I think that's probably good news.
Yes, that is. Thank you for reminding me of that. Number 14 is a resolution authorizing extension of contract, Carmel Water and Sewer District Operations and Maintenance. Councilman Shannell?
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various water districts of the Town of Carmel, has previously entered into a contract with Ifamark LLC for the operation and maintenance of Carmel Sewer Districts numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Carmel Water Districts 2, 3, and 12, dated March 5th, 2018. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the aforementioned sewer and water districts, hereby authorizes the extension of the reference contract for a period of 5 years commencing January 1st, 2023, through and including December 31st, 2027, said extension to be in form as attached hereto and made a part hereof. And be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is hereby authorized to sign the aforesaid contract amendment. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we please have a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. So Resolution 14 passed.
Mr. Supervisor, if I may? So I just wanted to let the public know that this was contract extension with Infomark, who's handling these various sewer and water districts for us over the years. And people remember, the public remembers, anytime we had bills that were sent to us, we always questioned the engineer as to why certain things were included. Certain work was included, the installation of different parts, ordinary wear and tear parts were not included. So we've been negotiating this contract extension with Infomark for a few months. I think they were not happy with some of the tough negotiations that we did, but we did. And I think we got a very fair deal in light of the current economic conditions that we face. And they've always provided great work for us, and we look forward to their continuing to serve our community and the water and sewer districts. And some of those things that we had talked about over the years that we wanted to include in a future contract are in fact included in the contract. So it's, we did our due diligence in terms of negotiating, tough negotiating, back and forth, but at the end of the day, I think we got a good deal for the residents.
Agreed.
Very well said, thank you. So comments at the bottom here. So the traveling wall visits Putnam County. It was delivered today to the park on Gypsy Trail Road, Putnam County Veterans Memorial Park, 201 Gypsy Trail Road. The opening ceremony is tomorrow night at 7 p.m., right, Thursday the 22nd. The exhibit is open starting tomorrow, Thursday, from noon through 2, and then and that goes on until Sunday the 25th. And the closing ceremony would be on the 25th at 11. We've been talking about the Putnam County Hazardous Waste Drop-Off Day. That is Saturday, October 15th, from 9 to 12 at Fawnstock State Park. You have to pre-register. You go to putnamcountynewyork.com/recycling. And then the only other thing I was going to say was it is Rosh Hashanah, Sunday through Tuesday. So I wish everyone that's celebrating that all the happiness and a blessed new year. Right?
Just quickly, I mentioned it last week. The Chamber of Commerce, Mayapack Carmel Chamber of Commerce is holding their annual Fall Street Fair on October 2nd from 12 to 5. There's going to be probably over 80 or 90 vendors, food trucks, entertainment for the kids, rides, et cetera. I think there's going to be a pumpkin painting. There's going to be a balloon person there as well that were donated by different organizations in the community. So it's going to be a very, very fun day. Last year was very well attended, and we hope to see everybody there again this year.
I would just like to thank Miriam Chulusian and the committee, Aaron Crowley, and the rest of the committee on the Back to Blue and the prayer walk that took place last week. I was there, and fellow councilman Frank Lombardi was the master of ceremonies. He did a fantastic job, as did everybody in the committee in the prayer walk. It was a great salute to those who served for us, first responders, and that are still serving. And I think it was a great showing, and it was a great time. Thank you.
I just wanted to note, the town held another electronic waste collection this past weekend, and judging from the size of the pile, it was quite successful, so well done.
Yes, so we need 4 dumpsters next time. But we're hopefully have that cleaned up tomorrow. So can I get a motion to adjourn our voting meeting?
So moved.
Second.
So Councilman Lombardi, seconded by Shano. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so that concludes this. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ann Spofford, for everything that you do. So now if someone would make a motion to open our work session,
So moved.
Second.
and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we open up our work session. The first item, Michael Carnazza, Building and Codes Enforcer. Consider request to attend Tri-County New York State Building Officials Conference, and that is November 15th through the 18th in Kingston, New York. He's asking to go to a conference 3.5 days up in Kingston. It's going to cover fire inspections and different topics germane to his duties as our building inspector. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't send him for training.
Right.
Okay, so we'll do a resolution for him to go to that. The second item is, again, Michael Carnazza, Building and Codes Enforcement. Consider request to attend the NYSERDA Clean Energy class, and that is on November 3rd from 8 to 5 in Newburgh, New York. And that would be not just for him, Ed Spadaro also, who works in the building. They're both registered for this free NYSERDA class. It's a one-day class. They're going to go there and come back. We had signed up for NYSERDA Clean Energy Communities Program. This gets us some points towards some grants. The town had already done quite a bit before I even got here with the LED lights, the LED street lights, the solar panels on the roof. You gentlemen did a great job of making us energy efficient and doing the things that they want. So we can apply for grants if we meet a bunch of these criteria, and it's going to be pretty easy because you did a lot of the work already without looking for anything in return other than helping the community and the town. So I don't see a reason why we wouldn't send them to something that's for free in Newburgh. Okay, the third item is Police Chief Anthony Hoffman he wants to consider request to authorize tuition reimbursement per the Town of Carmel PBA collective bargaining agreement. So the education stipend, it is $900 for people with a bachelor's degree, and they've been here more than a year. Officer Michelle Yeager, bachelor's degree from SUNY Plattsburgh, qualifies. Sergeant Sandy Kreco, bachelor's degree from SUNY Empire State, he qualifies, and Chief Anthony Hoffman, bachelor's degree from Iona College. He's requesting that we authorize the stipend payments for them. Okay, we'll do a resolution for that. And our last item, certainly not least, is James Gilchrist, Director of Recreation and Parks. Consider acknowledgement of emergency repairs, services, boiler replacement, Sycamore Park Recreation Building. Sir?
Sure. So Good Row Fuel was servicing our boiler back in August. They have the contract to maintain our boiler, and they noticed that in our boiler there was a failure in the center of the core of the boiler, which was not visible from the outside. We have Hartford boiler inspectors that come in each year and do a boiler inspection from the outside of the boiler. They go around, check all the valves, pressure release valves, and they do a visual inspection on the outside. But they were actually doing a cleaning out on the inside, and it was leaking, and it was an area that was failing. And we would not have made it through the winter. So I did some research. The boiler does have a 20-year warranty. It was 18 years old in a residential setting. We're considered commercial, which is a 10-year. So there was an option where we could have went with a core, just got the center section of the boiler, and used all the surrounding circulators, old valves, pipes, and all that. And my suggestion, and also the people that gave us prices, they suggested, if you're going to do this, put in everything fresh, you're good to go for the next at least 20 years, with the technology now, as long as it's well maintained. So it was over $10,000. I pulled the trigger back in August, and I had to fill out it's over $10,000 to come in front of you guys. Our Goodwill Fuel was the highest out of the three prices. We had two other prices from Bonte Fuel. They do our fuel delivery. And we also have Bell Mechanical. They service our air conditioning units in Sycamore Park, and they do Boulder Meadows and also the airport building. Great company. We've used them, and I think they do some work here in Town Hall, I think. I'm not sure. But they're very reputable in town. They came in the lowest, so, you know, we signed a contract with them, and it does take a while to, as you guys know, to get the materials and all that kind of stuff. So it will be installed on Monday. They removed the boiler about a week and a half ago. So as you know, we're coming on the heating season, you know, encroaching in about a month or so. So it was, you know, it was an emergency to get this thing going. We didn't have the time to be to vet it out too much. So, but I was able to get three prices, which was I think was a big hurdle to do that during the summer. So.
That's very good.
What about the warranty? Is it still 10 years, or did they give you 20, or?
Yeah, no. Now that it's in a municipal commercial setting, it will be a 10-year warranty
Okay.
for this boiler.
So, Jim, is that the only building on the property with the boiler?
Yes.
It is, okay.
We have, in the maintenance garage, we have a propane furnace that's in there, and that was replaced about 3 years ago.
Okay, and then this unit, this runs on oil?
Oil, yep.
Okay.
And it runs only during the winter. We have an electric hot water heater, which
Okay.
is separate, and then we have two air handlers, separate units for air conditioning.
Yeah,
One that's split for the office area and half of the main room, and the other air handler and compressor handles the other side of the main side of the room.
got it. Is the oil tank above ground?
It's a 500-gallon above-ground
Okay.
tank. It's
So I'm
on
assuming we have that periodically looked at also, just
It's
inspected?
it's looked at every day
Okay,
when I
good.
drive in. Yep.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
we used to have two 275 tanks on the back of the building that were they were compromised. So we removed those probably 12, 14 years ago.
Yep,
So this is on a concrete slab. It's got a gauge on it, so it's visible, and it's outside, so we have to add additive to it, so it doesn't sludge up, obviously, during the winter,
got it.
because it
Thank
gets a
you.
lot of the cold breeze off of the lake.
Jim, is
No.
this within your budget?
No. So I did talk to the controller's office. We've had a number of unforeseen things that have come up on the building repair side. We had the UV light that went out earlier this year. So you'll see that probably in the next work session. It'll be under special building repairs line. We have $20,000-$30,000 that we're going to be transferring from some other lines within the recreation budget. I have monies within our budget to cover these expenses.
Including this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah,
that's- so
but we didn't have, I
don't have a
only had,
dedicated-
I only
you don't
had
have a
about 5,000 or
dedicated.
6,000 in the
Right.
special repair line, but this was an unforeseen.
But it's still within the recreation department budget?
Yes.
So you can pay for this?
Yep.
Okay.
But Mary Ann knows best. I mean, she might feel it should come from contingency line, but we can transfer it from another line if
Okay.
it's needed.
Thank you. Yeah, we're good, thanks.
You got it.
No, I'm snickering because you asked him, you meant anybody inspect the tank? And he's like, I drive by it every day, like, okay.
Yeah, I inspect it every time I come into the park. But,
Just want to make sure it's not below ground.
no, and we do, when they deliver oil, they do give us suggestions. No, there's no pressure test, but there was an issue with the gauge. So the delivery gentleman said, you should get this looked at, and we'll replace that, so. It's something that, if there ever is a leak, it would be very, very obvious. You got it.
Thanks, Jim.
So a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night.